back to Benny's Take. I'm your girl Benny, and on today's show I'm going to be doing the second part review of the show Love on Stage. Like I mentioned on the first part of this review, you do have to subscribe to the Love on Stage studio streaming service for you to get, access to this show. It's really affordable. Again, go and subscribe, support Black, support, content creators, support producers. Great content. So it's not just something you're doing because they're Black. It's great content. Definitely go check them out. So I'm reviewing the show. If you haven't watched the part 1, I'm gonna link it right here or here, wherever they be showing. I'm gonna leave it up there for you to see, and I'm also gonna leave it in the description box for you to check out. This review will only make sense. This part of the review will only make sense if you watch the first one. So go ahead. I'm gonna wait for you to go watch. So let's go ahead and get started. If you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Padam pa pa. So let's talk about these matches. My God, like, watch the show. Really watch the show. But oh my gosh. Okay. I am very excited, and I'm very curious, and really, like, I cannot wait to see how all of this plays out, right? So the very first match, Bria was matched with Rob. I think his name is Robert. So I am so excited about that match. I ain't gonna hold you. I believe, like, Bria and Rob, they're gonna have a good time. I think they're gonna be able to, like, complement each other. And one of the things that made this even more exciting is how they were each excited to be matched with each other. You know what I'm saying? He was like, jumping for joy. And like I said, his personality came up a little bit more, like when he was, like, I guess, anticipating, being matched with, Bria. Like, you got to see him being a little bit more funny, a little bit more loose, in a way that you hadn't seen him, I guess, in his interview, which I can understand. This is not a process that's easy. You're putting yourself out there, you're having to explain what you want in a woman to, like, a complete stranger, and you're having to be watched by a complete stranger. So I could understand why anybody would feel a little bit more like, okay, let me put on, like, I guess, the best foot forward. Let me not try to be too silly. Let me not try to be too ridiculous. So I could understand it from that perspective. So you did get a little bit of his personality. He was so excited. Like, if you don't want me the way Robert wanted Bria, like, I don't know if it's gonna work. Like, he was so excited to be matched with her, which is something you do want. You want your partner to be just as excited, to be with you, or to get the opportunity to even go out with you. This is not like they're getting married or nothing, but just to be given the chance to, like, go on a date, with her. The way he was excited was just, like, very heartwarming, and I'm so glad. I did remember voting them together, if I'm not mistaken. I remember voting them together. So I really am glad that he was so excited to be matched with her, and the feeling was mutual. When they asked her who she was hoping it would be, it was between him and, like, another guy, I believe she had said, excuse me, but she was really excited that it was Robert. Like, she seemed to really be looking forward to, I guess, their first dates, which was just like, I love it. I love the love. I love the, the excitement that they both shared. So that one I was very excited for. And I am, looking forward to seeing, like, how it all plays out. Like, how are they going to interact, when they're actually on a date. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like sometimes seeing somebody from afar, you may feel like, okay, this might be great, but then when you're in person, or, like, dating virtually, which is how they're gonna do it for the first time around, I hope that excitement is still the same way. I hope that they're vulnerable with each other. I hope that they really do open up, and I hope that they go full in with what, the show has laid out for them to do. Like, I hope that they go there with, like, an open mind and really take this as seriously as they seem to already have. So I really am excited for that match. I think they did really well. I think everybody that voted them well together. I think the age, the maturity, the attractiveness, the mindsets seem to, like, align. And I feel like, I don't think I mentioned this on the first part, but Bria seemed like to be somebody that's like adventurous, which I know, she's gonna be able to bring a lot of that, out of him, and he's gonna be able to do the same thing. I think they're gonna have such fun time together and just like really interact. So I was really, really, really excited for that one. The next match was Aries. Aries was matched with Jesus. I don't know. I went back and watched like the interviews individually and just like kind of got to see like what they said they wanted and not. This is a match that I know. Okay, let me pause. This is a match that I think will work if both of them go into this with an open mind, and if both of them go into this with the ability to, I guess, compromise and let the other person shine. What I mean by that is, if you don't remember me saying like in my last review, was that Aries is somebody she's about her work, she's about her business, she's about who she is. She's very confident, very strong. She is a leader like in her own right. And from the vibes like she had about her, it seems as though she's a successful leader at that point, because she's successful in her business. She's successful like, in parenting her children and whatever have you. She has her boundaries where they need to be. So she's somebody that's very strong. She's somebody that's very like, confident. She's who she is. And she's like very much like, I'm okay either way. You know what I'm saying? And I also remember saying that Jesus is the same exact way. Jesus is somebody that's like very confident. He knows who he is. He's not gonna just like be, I guess, intimidated by anybody. Not that to say that, Aries is intimidating or anything like that. But, he's very just like, very like strong and like, strong man in and of himself. There's nothing wrong with him being like that. There's nothing wrong with her being the way that she's set up. But together, if they're not mindful, it can create a little bit of like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's an alpha female, he's an alpha male. So I hope that they're able to come together, and when need be, I hope that she's able to let him lead. And when need be as well, I hope that he's able to let her lead the way as well. Because, if they're all used to being leaders and nobody's like, giving the way to the other person, they can begin to, I guess, it can cause some friction is all I'm saying. Not in a bad way. Like, you do have to be in control of your life. You do have to know what you want. You do have to, act accordingly. But like sometimes in relationships, it's good where like one person takes the lead, the other person like, supports, and then vice versa. Like, it's a partnership. So I do hope that they're able to come together, and I'm excited. I'm excited for this one, and I'm really interested to see how they play out. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really interested. They did say they're both open-minded. Jesus was very excited to be paired with her. I think there's definitely an attraction there. They both said they were attracted to each other, which is always a great way to start. And she did say she was very open-minded to seeing like, the process through, to see like, how things are gonna play out. So I really, really am excited for that. I do hope that they're able to come together and not be so like hard-headed, because I do things this way. I'm so used to doing this way. Like, I hope that their strong personalities don't clash. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm really, really excited for that. Wow. Wow. My sweet, sweet, sweet Cherelle. Like, I don't know how I feel about this match. I do have to be honest. She was paired with Walter. Again, I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I am not saying that he was wrong for being, honest with like, his goofy personality. But like I said in the last video, those were such strong, strong, strong words to use in describing yourself. To put yourself in the same category as a clown, to women who have, who have been unsuccessful like in their dating experiences, that they're gonna come on here, you know, trust, I guess, you know, the public, trust the people to pair them up with somebody. These women, they've probably seen a lot of nonsense. They've probably seen a lot of, like, you know, clownish behavior from, like, you know, dating online or being matched, you know, previously in the past, for them to be on this show. You know, it's very brave of them to do it, but at the same time, this is a hard, vulnerable place to be in. You know, it really does take courage to leave your dating life in the hands of, you know, other people. So for you to reach that point, it means you have really, like, you know, have not had great experience. That the people that you were, I guess, trying to, like, interact with were clownish. So for you to then come on this show and be matched with a clown, like, not a clown, like to be matched with somebody that's describing themselves as a clown, that's just like, I don't know about this one. And the sad thing, at least it was sad to me, their reaction didn't seem like neither one of them wanted to be matched with the other. Like, I'm just gonna say, like, she didn't seem excited. She was really trying. She was like, wow, that's interesting. Wow, oh my God. As she was crying inside. That's just what her reaction felt like to me. I'm sorry. Like, it just felt very much like I didn't want to be matched with this person. And then zooming to him, he didn't seem thrilled to be matched with her either, which, by the way, Walter, watch yourself, because to be matched with Cherelle, like, she's gorgeous, she's about her business, she's doing the Lord's work, like, she's a catch. So for him to have had a certain demeanor of, like, okay, this is not really what I was expecting, but I guess I'll go into it, just like, you know, I guess in the effort of trusting the process, that didn't give me any reassurance as to, like, them being a good, you know, compatible match. He didn't seem to have that about her. She didn't seem to have that about him. So the whole situation, I'm just kind of like, yo, why? Like, why? I don't know about this one. And Melissa was like reading Cherelle a love letter, like, you know, go into it with an open heart, you never know, which is true. We never know. Like I said in the past, maybe he said that just because he was nervous. Maybe he just didn't articulate himself properly. That should not disqualify him from finding love. That should not disqualify him from, like, finding happiness. But at the same time, also know, Cherelle, just like, I don't know how they're gonna work, because at least if she was excited to be paired with him, or if he was excited to be paired with her, then I'd have hope. Neither one of them seemed like they wanted to be, you know, paired with each other, and they were really trying to, like, I guess, I don't want to say mask, but, like, they were really trying to pull out some excitement out of their butthole. Like, it was like, where is the excitement? Like, it just was very odd. So I don't know. And like I said, I feel like this is the one I really do want to see how it plays out, because for all we know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, like it's nobody's business. So I hope I'm wrong, because from what I've learned from the both of them, based off of their interviews and the way they've been talking, they both deserve to have somebody that is excited to be with them, that is excited to be matched with them, and I did not get that. So I really hope that somehow that through this process, you know, the way they've designed it, I hope that they're able to, you know, find some kind of like a common ground where they can really get to know each other and fall in love with each other. And not for nothing, I hope she really asked him, like, bro, what were you on about? Talking about you a clown. Like, I hope she asked him, why did you say that? You know, I hope she asks him that, and I hope he's able to clarify what exactly was his thought process in that moment. Where was he going with that? He did say some amazing things, like, you know, he wants a woman that's gonna hold him accountable. He's gonna hold her accountable. So he seems like a very, you know, nice guy, but just like, I don't know. All right, there you have it. That was my review. I will be reviewing it once it comes out again, I believe next week. It comes off on Thursdays, I believe. I'll be reviewing it again when it comes off. So please go ahead and subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you always know when I upload. I would love for you to, like, you know, get to hear more of my thoughts on, like, this Love on Stage. And again, get the streaming service. It's called On Stage Studios. Get it. You could get it on Apple, you could get it on Android, you could get it wherever apps, you know, are sold. Get it, subscribe, support, and you're gonna have yourself the most amazing fun time. Okay, I will see you on the next one. Bye, Z's.